Oh, breaking news. Russell Wilson retired.
Oh.
Are we recording? Wow.
Yeah, we're recording right now. Breaking news immediately.
Breaking news. Russell Wilson retired. Don't care. I'll throw that out there.
Yeah, I don't. I think if he had
Don't care at
retired
all.
several years ago, maybe it would have been a bigger deal. But now Matthew, is he retiring because nobody wants him?
Probably a mix of both. He probably.
Okay.
I mean, he needs to.
Is he still married to
Yeah.
Sierra?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I heard they were having problems. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I guess maybe not. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't think they could possibly.
I
have
feel like I'm
problems.
spreading rumors. That's not
He's-
my thing. Well, he just seems like a weird guy.
Yeah, super weird guy.
Yeah. So you got to know what you're getting into if you get into it with a weird guy. Do you remember Donald Glover had this joke, not on Weirdo, but on his Comedy Central half hour, where he's talking about how his guy friends were always talking about how they dated like crazy women, and none of his female friends had talked about crazy boyfriends, because if you have a crazy boyfriend, you're dead. And he would say like, oh man, this woman, she's so crazy, she's texting me all the time. And then his female friends, their stories would be like, oh man, I used to date Reggie. Remember Reggie? He used to always come around and shoot my dog. Donald Glover, maybe the most talented man of the. Well, I guess when Atlanta was popular in the last.
Never watched it.
There was some
By
really
the time
great
Atlanta
episodes.
came out, his music started to not be good.
Well, that's
That
why. Well,
album,
that's why he switched.
Redbone.
Yeah.
It's
Isn't
terrible.
that the one with the?
How am I possibly supposed to know?
I just did it perfectly. My pitch on that was, you're supposed to know because I did it perfectly. I'm sorry. How are you supposed to know? I basically just played the song.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
think so, but that song's also not good.
That's a great part. The boom, 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 boom. I'm remembering more of it now.
Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the song Redbone.
Boom. Titular track. The titular track.
You know that album stunk
I have no idea.
because it's the only. This is not a good way to tell this. This is gonna make me sound like a non-music folk, but I'll say it anyway. It's the only song on that album that has like the little star next to it. You know.
Yeah, I got you. We bring your mic a little closer.
You bring your
if you
mic a
want.
little fucking closer, dude.
I'll try. I think I'm okay. But it was so different. Like his that first, what'd you call it, mixtape, or like the EP that he did, like right before Campfire is the name of that
Camp.
album, right? Camp. Right before Camp, he just like put out some
Yeah.
songs that were terrific. They were
Yeah,
really good.
he had
What
an
the-
EP after that too that was really good. That like wasn't an album.
Right. And then Camp. What's that? Holla holla at your boy like your dad when he.
Oh, and then he had because of the internet, banger of an album.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That 3005, that was on that song. Crawl. There's a lot of good songs. The Worst Guys with Chance.
Oh yeah. What a collab.
Yeah.
What a collab.
Well, they
of
were
its time.
they were always supposed that was prime when they were supposed to come out with an album together.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they never did.
They were like the biggest rappers for skinny white guys. The two of them
Yes.
were like a powerhouse in that realm.
Did you know he came out with an album in 2024?
I did not know that.
Came out with 2 albums in 2024.
Wow. See, he's still working. He's working hard. There,
Wait.
what?
Yeah, Bando Stone in the New World is the name of
Band
one.
of Stone.
And Atavista is the other one. He's got a song on that album with Ariana Grande called Time. Never heard it. 2024. He's also got a song on that album called Human Sacrifice.
Nice. Yeah, I think I might have co-wrote that one.
Yeah. Human sacrifice.
Human sacrifice. Hey there, Daddy-O. It looks like it's time for a human sacrifice. And then he comes in.
We're
and he does his
drinking
thing.
the baby's blood.
Drinking the blood of an infant child to please our nocturnal owl god. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was a collaboration. It was not all the lines made it. It was a collab. But I still think he's super talented. I wish, they're making a Community movie, and he's coming back for it.
Saw that.
That's like the word on the
That's
street.
not going to be good. I'm just being honest.
I'm just
You know how
excited
that
to see.
goes.
I'm just excited to see the group back together again.
Troy and Abed
And
in the morning.
Um,
But they're not going to be in community college anymore, are they?
I have no idea. I'm sure
Can't
there'll
be.
be something that brings them back to Greendale. But Dan Harmon is, spearheading the effort.
Dan
so
Harmon.
I mean, that's what it's got going for. But doing a movie for a TV show is pretty much never a
There's
good
like
idea.
5 psych movies now. I've never seen
Oh
any
yeah,
of
well
them.
that's different because they're also like
There's a
made for
musical,
TV
too.
movies. Oh yeah, the musical.
Never seen any of them.
Probably
never will.
I watched the first one.
The first one, I think, was the musical, was it not?
No, I think the musical was like part of a season.
No. Wrong.
Whatever. You don't remember that part where the opening number is like Santa Barbara?
Yeah,
Santa
but there's
That's not the musical. That's not
it might
the
be,
musical?
but the musical is not part of the season. I can guarantee you the musical was not part of a season.
See, I'm worried about challenging you on this because I feel like I put you in such a bad mood the second you walked in here today. You came in, I thought you were coming in so pretty solid,
did.
and then we started going, and I feel like I really pushed your buttons.
We'll get it. We'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll get
but
into it.
I just
didn't mean
want
to.
clarify.
No.
No. You weren't listening to what I was saying.
Well, I felt like you weren't listening to what I was saying, and that's kind of the
I knew
dichotomy.
exactly
of
what
people.
you're saying.
Well,
My
maybe
brain
I
was
knew what
in-
you were saying.
You did not.
I think I
If you
did.
did-
That was
no,
my.
you did
That was the
not.
biggest problem is that I
No.
did know what you were saying.
I made the graph,
Yeah.
and I did. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
No. That's no. Let me. Okay. We got a couple of shorties on the dance floor. We're gonna be recording
Shorty
back
got
to
the
back
maple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
with the fur. And so we've got a couple of we're recording back to back episodes today. Couple of shorties on the
Screaming
dance floor
back
for ya.
to back.
So I want to talk
Screaming
about my
back to
trip
back.
to New York City.
In New York.
This episode is just
All right.
start
spreading
sacrificing.
the
Oh,
news. Start sacrificing
the
babies.
I'm
drinking their blood today.
Z News coming
I
today.
wanna be a part of it. The Democratic Party.
Oh
the Democratic Party.
my God, Matthew! Jesus Christ! Oh, great, great. Yeah, now we're having fun.
Yep,
Oh,
that was good.
oh.
The Obamas.
Oh my God! No, this is great. YouTube's gonna love this.
Oh, before you get into this, can I say I just found out today from another friend of mine. This must say a lot about the people I hang out with. That my bachelor party is the weekend of the Buffalo Comic-Con.
Yeah, that look, Nickel City Con, right?
I had a friend that was upset about that.
Who?
You don't seem to care. I'm not gonna name names.
Okay.
I'm not gonna paint them in that light. His name's Chris McCune.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, there might be. I mean, I know Chris is a big Star Wars fan. Maybe there's
Yeah.
like some people
I think
and
it's-
things, but
Yeah.
but the Nickel City Con is
It's hurting.
it stinks. At least as like a comic fan, it stinks.
Okay.
And I'm not
maybe they
going to
got
name
other
names
con
either,
stuff.
but I know some people who were like, "That's not a great spot." It is what it is. I swung through last year for like a few hours, and I picked up some books from like the 3 comic vendors that were there, 2 of which had a really great selection. One of those 2 was like totally off the charts. Great people there.
Dude, they got some big time celebs.
That's the thing. It's like
Dude,
it's like they go hard on the celebrities who are going to be there, and then they don't focus on anything else.
Oh, Dude.
Lay it on me.
So let me warm you up with a few.
Okay.
Kim Coates. You know who Kim Coates is?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you do.
Well, then tell
This
me
guy?
who she is.
No, it's a him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I recognize that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's. I recognize him. But why are you so excited about Kim Coates?
No, I'm not. I'm warming you up.
Oh, okay. Do you know who Kim Coates is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's in Black Hawk Down
Got it.
and probably some other stuff.
He's
but
he's in a lot of things.
Scott Ines,
Nope.
the voice of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
Okay, I recognize that guy. I recognize his hat.
Wait, we're just getting started.
Okay.
There's gonna be some.
So far, I'm pretty warm as far as lukewarm
There's
goes.
gonna be some bangers.
Okay.
Sean Weiss.
Sean Weiss. Let me see. Oh, the Goldberg. from Mighty
Goldberg.
Ducks. Sean Weiss is going to be there. Holy crap, they got him.
Bunch
That's
of
cool.
Power Rangers. I don't know.
The Power Rangers always. The Power
Catherine
Rangers are always floating
Sutherland,
around.
Jason Font. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The biggest name on this list, which probably isn't the biggest name on this list, but it should be, Pete Weber.
The bowling
Who
guy.
do you think you are? I
Yeah,
am.
yeah. That's cool.
All right, and I'm gonna hit you with 5 names.
All people who are coming. Okay, go ahead.
Brian Tachi, Ken Scott, Robbie Rist, Ernie Reyes Jr., and Francios Chow.
These are all OnlyFans models.
No. So let me start with Brian Tochi. I don't know if
Okay.
that's how you say it. Was in Police Academy.
Let me see the photos. of
I
these
can't
guys.
I can't yet because there's another part of it
Okay.
that will ruin it.
Okay.
But I guess I can just ruin it all.
Okay. Ruin whatever
Brian
you want.
Tochi is the original live action voice of Leonardo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ken Scott is the original live action voice of Raphael.
Well, not like from the 80s cartoon. Not.
No,
Okay. From the movie.
from the movie.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah. And then Robbie Rust is Michelangelo, and Ernie Reyes is Donatello.
Okay.
And then Francisco Chow is Splinter. You're going to have the original 4 and Splinter there.
Okay.
That doesn't move the needle for you. Look. You're going to have the original 4 and
Oh, okay.
Splinter.
Oh, yes, Ernie, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, and, Shredder as well.
That's what I meant. Shredder, not Splinter. Hand up.
Okay.
Sorry, 2 S's.
I was gonna say,
Doesn't matter.
I think, what the fuck is that guy's name?
So you're
Elmo,
not
Kevin
bummed that you're
Clash.
missing the original 4 plus Shredder?
Mm-mm. I'm not. I mean, I don't go to those things for like the celebrities that much. I mean, that'd be cool, especially the fellow who played Shredder and Ernie Rice, because he's also, if you remember, Secret of the Ooze, he plays Tino.
Yeah, not a lot of artists. They got a few artists. You want me to hit you with
Yeah.
some artist names?
Yeah.
Let me start with ones I don't think you'll know.
I don't know if I'll know.
Tom Cook.
Oh yeah, Tom Cook.
He-Man?
All kinds of stuff.
Fabian
Oh yeah.
Aziza?
Yeah, I know that guy.
Deadpool, it looks like, maybe, too.
Again, plenty of stuff.
Stephanie Phillips?
Stephanie Phillips, I think so. Yeah.
Some Daredevil work?
Definitely.
DC Comics and Marvel.
Yep.
Done Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman, Rogue,
Yep.
Rogue and Gambit. I mean, Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah.
And her current run on Daredevil.
Okay. Yep. Thought so.
This looks like one you might like. Michael Golden.
I don't know. Can I see him?
Don't got a picture of him.
Okay.
Um,
Strike one right there. For the website. I mean, not for Michael.
In addition to interior comic work, Golden has produced a wide range of memorable covers including Marvel and DC. It doesn't really say. 70s and 80s. Marvel titles like Micronauts and the Nam, as well as the iconic contributions to G.I. Joe. That doesn't move the needle for you.
Mm-mm.
What about Arthur Sudam?
I don't know.
Arthur Sudam, often referred to as the Zombie King. Groundbreaking work on Marvel's Marvel Zombies series. Whatever that is.
Marvel Zombies, it's a very popular thing.
Renee Witter-Statter.
I don't know, man.
Seems like a lot of She-Hulk work.
Cool.
And some Silver Surfer. Touch of
Nice.
Silver Surfer in there.
Just a dash.
All right, here's one. I guarantee you know. Andrew Thomas.
I don't know. Maybe. Probably.
Known for contributions to renowned titles such as Kevin Smith's Quick Stops, Dark Horse, Captain Canuck, Archie Comics, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, IDW,
Yeah.
and his groundbreaking Canadian exclusive for Star Trek Strange New World, IDW.
Okay, I've definitely seen his stuff then.
I think I named all of them. Oh, wait, there's one more. You got to know this one. Chris Burnham.
Yeah, I think I know who that is.
Chris Burnham inspired legendary creators like Jack Kirby.
What?
That's what it says.
Well, okay. Inspired by?
He often draws inspiration from legendary
Okay,
creators
because
like
I was
Jack
gonna. If
Kirby.
he inspired Jack Kirby, then he's got to be like 150 years old.
He gained widespread recognition for his collaborations with Grant Morrison on titles like Batman Incorporated, where his
yeah.
energetic visuals helped redefine the Dark Knight for a global audience. Beyond Batman, I don't know. Then it gets into a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Those are your artistes.
All right.
You want to know anything else?
No,
I keep going.
I don't like.
I can tell you about the experience. I can tell you about the attractions.
I don't want to.
Dude, the Goonies pirate ship is going to be there.
What? The whole thing?
The Goonies Inferno pirate ship photo op. Dude. That's kind of sick. That's going to be there.
Oh, the turtle van.
Turtle Van's
That's
gonna
pretty
be there.
awesome. Yeah. See, they. I mean, when I swung
Oh,
through,
see, this is what I mean.
they had,
This guy.
one of the Batmobiles.
You know who the TMNT collector is? Guinness Book of World Records record holder
I'm not sure.
for his TMNT
I'd have to
collection.
see him. I know a couple different. No, I can't.
He
say
holds
I
a
know
Guinness
that
Book
guy
of
for
World
sure.
Records world record
Yeah,
for something.
most turtle stuff.
Oh yeah, there's a Star Wars pop-up exhibit. The Superhero Alliance of Western New York. Gotta
Yeah.
be honest. Don't think you're missing much with this. Look at that picture.
No, I know some of those folks are good folks. They do a lot of good work. But
Fuck!
what?
This is sick. This is the sickest shit we've seen so far. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Bang!
Oh, man.
Also, he's not in the Order. He's in St. Mungo's.
Who?
Lockhart. That's who that is, right?
Yeah, it's got
Gilderoy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that Harry Potter?
I think it's got to be. Why else? No, I saw him. I saw him when you flipped that around. Look,
Dude.
man, these guys are
Mad-Eye?
look. These guys,
Luna Lovegood?
Look, man, you can't be shitting on the fan groups. Okay, they do
I'm not.
a lot of good work, and they put a lot. They're very dedicated to what they do.
Dude.
The Buffalo Ghostbusters, though.
Oh, they're here.
Yeah, of course they are. They rule. They're like
Buffalo
a big,
Ghostbusters.
there's
Pop-up exhibit.
So there's like, Ghostbusters is one of those groups like they have in like when I was in Columbus, right? They have Columbus Ghostbusters. And the Buffalo Ghostbusters are known in the Ghostbuster fan groups community for being one of the best of the Ghostbuster fan groups. And like I said, there's a lot of them.
Dude, this place looks like it buzzes. I think you're sleeping.
Well, you go and you have a good time.
I won't be there.
Neither
Floor
will I.
plan. Let's check out the floor plan. Check back in June. Guess what, buddy? It is fucking June. Celebrity pricing. Let's check it out.
Okay, this could be interesting.
Ooh. Okay. I'm scrolling. What is it? What does it mean group only? They won't take pictures with just one person?
Probably.
A lot of TBDs. Who do you think the most expensive picture is?
I mean,
That's listed.
I don't know. I don't remember like any of the.
Okay.
I don't think you mentioned any of like the big people who are going to be there.
I think I named
celeb-wise.
all of them.
Name one again, because I don't remember at all. Although-
Katie Seagal.
No, but I'm talking about like the big celebrities.
Yeah, I just named one. Katie
Can I?
Seagal.
Can I see
Sean Astin.
Sean Austin?
Astin.
Let me see.
What do you mean?
Sean Astin
Yes.
from Goonies and Lord of the Rings and Stranger Things.
Give me a second. Oh, that's who that guy is?
Yeah, man, Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy.
Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Samwise Gamgee himself in the flesh. He's going to be there. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's
cool.
gonna
That's a
be
good
there.
get. He does a lot of conventions. That's top notch.
Wait, how did I get to plan your visit? Here we go. Celebrity pricing. So, wait, Sean Astin. Where did Sean Astin go? Okay, he's tied for the most expensive photo.
Okay, that makes sense.
Looks like he's the most expensive autograph
To say the
and the most expensive selfie.
say the prices here.
All right, Sean Astin. He's charging $100 for a cig.
Whew.
$100 for a selfie.
Yay!
$120 for a photo op.
Wow, that's steep. That is steep. $100 for an autograph. That's a lot, man.
And then Katie Seagal is equal to that. So
Will you flip
who's-
that around so I can see her picture
I
if you
gotta-
have
I
it
gotta- I
there?
gotta pull it back
Okay.
up. Katie Seagal. Oh, she's Peggy Bundy on Married with Children.
Oh, okay.
She was in Sons of Anarchy. She won a Golden Globe.
Terrific.
She voiced Leela on Futurama.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, she's great. Yeah.
All right. So there you go. That's the Nickel City Comic Con lineup.
Listen, I'm so sorry to say this. I know it's already been such a divisive, tensive episode. I think that took like 15 minutes. I think that was the worst 15 minutes there's
I
ever been of this
disagree.
podcast,
I
and
could
that
not
says a lot
disagree more.
because I've had some bad 15
That
minutes
I
on
could
this
not
show,
disagree more.
and
I think we taught
man. It
a
was
lot of people
was-
some important
It
information.
was a lot of start and stop. It was
So
what's going on.
before we
who
got
is
into
this?
that, you were going to talk to me
Yeah,
about
I was.
New York.
Well, because I was just there.
But dun, 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 dun. Start spreading,
spreading your
news.
cheeks. Kevin Spacey's
I'm
on his
coming
way.
today.
Not yet. No, yeah, start spreading your cheeks. I'm coming today.
I wanna be a part of your
Asshole.
Asshole.
See, why didn't we do that for the last 15 minutes? Nobody's going to get to this. And we're supposed to be doing a shorter episode. And I was just on this great trip to a Comic-Con, to a comic convention, to a comic expo. And we spent so much time talking about who's going to be at what
now
is,
we're gonna
if
get
I can say
into-
politely, one
now
of
we're
the
gonna
most
get into
well-known
now we're gonna
bad
get into
cons.
the actual con that we want to talk about.
Okay.
Because this is how I look at it. We do a fuck. Should we save con talk for the next episode?
Well, I no. I mean, I wanted to, I know.
Here's the challenge. I'll say this to all the people listening to the first episode. We
Yeah,
can
here's
cut
a
this.
challenge. Listen to this episode.
I
That's the
disagree.
challenge.
That was cold. I just gave everybody listening all the information they needed to.
But why? We're not associated with Nickel City Con, and I told you they are known as kind of, no offense, not a great spot.
Yeah, so we were telling people how not great of a spot it was. Fine, cut it all out. Cut it. Just cut it out. Cut it out, yeah. Mr. I control the keyboards. I do this. Cut it out then, buddy.
No.
Cut that shit.
I can't cut it because we're supposed to be doing 2 quick episodes.
Yeah, so
today.
cut that. And then then there you go. There's one quick episode.
All right. I'm just going to, I wanted to.
No, because we need time. All right, go ahead.
I got to try and squeeze in
That's what I'm
I want to
saying.
talk. But we should have just been talking about that instead of because the
Oh,
other episode
no,
was going to be a
that's fucking
solid. I
bullshit.
had more solid stuff to not solid.
That's
I had more
bullshit.
Stuff, I got more stuff to talk about for
That's
the next
bullshit
episode.
because
and I wanted to
that's
spend the
bullshit
time. I thought I was
because you
doing
were
us both a
engaged.
favor.
You were engaged in our conversation about the other
Engaged in the
engaged,
way
asking questions. You could have
because
shut
I
me up
had-
at any time.
Know that that's not true. You know that's not
I was
true.
I was overlooking. I was over talking about it after we talked about the people, and then there was just dead air. So I started talking about the comic artists, and then I did get a little bit intrigued. Then I got invested. But
Okay, listen. Let me talk about New
let's
York City.
Let's call
I'm
it bygone.
excited.
Let's let bygones be bygones.
Let's let bygones be bygones.
Start spreading your cheeks.
Folks, there's so much going on. You've got so much on your plate. Why take up more of your time with little things like having to go to the grocery store, my personal least favorite? I've started getting my groceries delivered, and it has changed everything for me. I am genuinely more happy of a person not having to deal with going through those aisles, people just running into other things with their carts, like people not looking each other in the eye. I really hate the grocery store, and the parking lots, forget about that. The great news is Instacart exists. And you might not know this, but you can get more than just groceries on Instacart. You can also get some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your front door in as little as 1 hour, boy. But the best part is right now, Two in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $10 or more. All you have to do to get that deal is hit the link in this episode description. Start taking things off your plate and putting different things on your plate. It's a food delivery joke. It's not really a joke. It was just kind of a thing I said. The point is this. Make your life a little easier with Instacart. Hit the link in this episode description. Get that deal and start using Instacart today. Listen, like I said, you've been working hard. And I think you deserve to treat yourself. And there's no better way to do that than to check out all the great stuff we've got over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. We've got more than just clothes. But let me say this. The clothes, they're going to make you look good and make you feel good, okay? This is not some cheap, weird, like that Gildan brand and it fits disgusting. This is like, you're going to want to wear this stuff. It's super comfortable. The t-shirts especially. I'm talking tri-blend material. That's 3 kinds of material. That's Target quality, folks. But we've also got mugs and pint glasses and bucket hats and baseball hats, slides, notebooks, fanny packs, all made to order. So again, get yourself something nice and check it out over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Link is also, of course, going to be in this episode description. Check it out. And if you're interested in advertising on this show, you can email us at snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. You know, man, the podcast advertising, it feels like it gets bigger every week. Every week I listen to, my regular roster of podcasts, and it's like, Chevy is doing ads on podcasts now. Oh, Nissan's doing ads on podcasts now, like car companies, but not just them. McDonald's, State Farm, like massive brands that have massive ad budgets that do big commercials on the Super Bowl every year and all this stuff, and it's very cool. I mean, I can't think of anything in my lifetime that has created its own space for advertising in the realm of like television, newspaper, but now podcasts are right there with them, and that's only going to get bigger, and that's really cool. The problem is that there's not really any room for smaller or local businesses to get in on the action. At least they haven't yet. But the good news is that's what we're here for, all right? That's what we're all about. So, again, if you're interested in learning more about all the benefits of podcast advertising and what it can do for you, hit us up, reach out to us at snackspotsports@gmail.com. So, I went to New York City for this great comic expo, late episode. Okay, don't say it.
Start spreading your cheeks.
So don't say that, because every time we say it, we have to say that song. So I went down to this big comic expo. I want to give a great
one interjection. Can we start a bit where we have that on like a pre-recorded
I'll
loop?
see if I can somehow.
So every time we say those words, it
has
just
to
plays
be,
that song.
without a
Yeah,
doubt.
thank you.
So I went down to this great comic convention, and I have to give a late episode shout out to Ali and Bill and Dre and Max, everybody who works at Elite Comics 11, Kyle of Kyle's Comics. Shout out to Paradise Comics based in Canada. Hi, Carol. And it was great. So I'm gonna try and give you the highlights quick now. Okay. But so I went. Sorry, I'm so discombobulated. I got there, drove down. First day, just gave myself a little tour of all some of the best comic shops around. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? How was the drive down in the new rig?
Drive was nice. Drive was easy. Just hanging out, talking.
First
to some
time the
folks.
Encore was in the big city.
That's right. And boy, oh boy, did they want some more of it. Here, I got you something.
Ooh, a present. Why didn't we start with this segment? Is this our guy?
Yep.
Wow. A 9.4.
Well, you notice
It's an
signed.
Adam Hughes cover. It's signed by Adam Hughes?
Yeah.
Wow. This is a signature. Can I say one thing?
Of
Adam
course.
Hughes, if you're listening, how are you not signing the breasts? Every signature you lay down should be over the breasts, brother.
Dude, don't cover. You don't want to cover
But
up.
that's his thing.
Yeah, I know, but I think that's probably why he didn't do it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think you'd have to meet him and request to cover that, to sign that part.
Can you sign the breast like how NASCAR driver?
Yeah,
would,
like NASCAR drivers.
Yeah, I want
yeah.
you to sign the breast.
I think
like
that's
a
a great
driver.
idea, but I get that there's probably some people who don't
Dude,
want that.
You should get him to sign your breasts, and then get it tattooed. So you have a tattoo of an Adam Hughes signature on your breast.
That makes the most sense.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
What's a 9.4 Catwoman Adam Hughes signature going for these days?
You want to know how much I spent on the present that I'm giving you?
I guess you don't have to tell me that.
Seems rude.
I
No,
mean,
I will.
I
It just
think-
seems like a rude thing to
I feel like
ask.
this is better displayed next to Weird Al, probably.
Yeah, I figure we'd probably keep it here, but
If I bring this home, I don't know that I'm
yours.
ever going to leave again.
I just wanted to.
Oh, this is mine. Yeah.
I just want to know that it's yours.
When
Did you
we
show the cover of the camera, by the way?
yeah, I did.
Might have to blur that out. for
When
YouTube,
we
but
go through our divorce settlement, this
Yeah.
is clearly mine.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's on the record.
I got to turn this face down.
They
They got boobs on the back.
They got boobs.
They got a boob ad on the back.
Every cover, brother. You can't escape
Guess we'll
them.
keep it
Front to
face
back. Might as well. Yeah, so I got that. I've got one other thing.
Ooh,
that I brought back with me.
another item.
Here,
one looks heavy.
Slide that over, will you?
Slide one over.
Slide this over, so it's off the. Okay, ready?
Yep. Should
Now
I close my eyes?
No, you don't have to close your
Okay.
eyes, but just be.
I'm gonna close my
Just
eyes.
be careful with it, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes.
I just want to say that. Ready?
Yeah.
Open.
You got a piece of brick? He got a piece of brick. Can I see it?
Yeah. Inside, it's hard to see on camera, which is.
This is a nice hunk of brick.
Isn't it nice? Yeah. Be careful because it's a little.
Oh,
It's a
fragile.
little crumbly. Yeah.
You already got some crumbles in.
I know.
I have so many questions.
Okay. So
Was this loose? Did you bring a? Okay, continue.
this is a piece of the house that
Epstein
Jack.
Island.
This
Oh.
is a piece of Epstein. This is a jar of sand from Epstein Island Look, there's a 13-year-old.
I see it's
Pinky finger somewhere buried in there. That thing straight from Prince Andrew's butthole into the beach, into this
too
jar of
far.
sand.
Too far. Back on track.
That's what he said. That's what. So this is a piece of Jack Kirby, of the house that Jack Kirby was born in. I went to the newly anointed Jack Kirby Way. They have the street sign. I saw the street sign, got the picture. I got and so I walked to the building. It's right down the street, and I did what I said I wanted to do. I got a chunk out of the house. Now, here's the thing. Lucky for me, the building is all but abandoned and in pretty bad disarray. So there were chunks pretty much. So there was like a loose piece, and then I was able to pull a chunk from that piece.
Loose piece.
Yeah. So I brought this today. It's Wednesday, new comic book day. So I brought it to the store where I get my new comics, and I was like, hey, you want to see something, worthless? And the guy's like, yeah, sure. And I take this out and I go, this is a piece of the house Jack Kirby was born in. And he goes, how do you know that? And I go, because I took it off myself this weekend. Because I yanked it off the front of it this weekend.
And what was his response to that?
He just laughed. Everybody, thinks that it's so. Like my friend.
Wait, that's Jack Kirby?
That's his part of his house.
The guy that I was just talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's the king of comics.
Yeah, king of comics.
Yeah.
He got all his inspiration from that one guy.
Yeah.
Now I realize
This
how
never would have happened.
Now I realize
without
how
him. Never would have
ridiculous that
happened without
sounds.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is a piece of his house. I said I would get it, and I'm so lucky that I was able to. I'm glad that I.
Do you think
found
that did it appear to you, or do you think that there's other people out there that have also gone up to his house and taken a chunk?
I don't, because of the reaction that I've gotten from people who I've told this to. I don't think so. And also,
I feel like
it wasn't as though when I walked up there were a lot of people around. Like there was basically nobody else walking down that street.
Yeah, at least not for the same reason you were, probably.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
certainly not.
Well, not to grab a chunk, but
Not
to
to
see the
grab a
house,
chunk.
I mean. So, can I ask a question?
Of course.
Because this is, once again, the plan was public,
Yeah.
and now the execution has been public.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, I would think of that as kind of like a black market antiquity, because I don't think you can just go up to buildings and just pull pieces off of.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
doubt it. But it was, like I said, nobody was taking care of this building. So
Somebody's got to
as far
own
as
it, though.
Well, I'm sure somebody owns it, but, as far as I know,
Wow.
this piece was up for grabs. So
That's-
yeah,
That piece was fair game.
family heirloom acquired.
You're going to give that to your
uh,
children one day.
I mean, no, maybe I'll be buried with it because, like, who wants it? You know what I mean? And it's not like I have, like, a certificate of authenticity.
You
Like,
should have taken a picture
I
of
know.
you.
I should have taken, like, a whole video of me pulling it off,
Yeah.
but I was so nervous that somebody
yeah,
was going
because
to,
you were
like,
committing a crime.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically. So I just, like, I got it, and I tried to grab another piece for my friend, but it just crumbled to dust in my hand, and I was like, it's time to leave.
Can I ask a question? Second question?
Of course.
Where'd you get the sauce cup? The restaurant that you had lunch at beforehand? Or-
At the hotel, when I went back to the hotel.
So you had it in the pocket or something?
Yeah, I had like this tiny little pocket. I was wearing like a crossbody bag. I had a tiny little pocket on there, and I would check on it every once in a while
Okay.
to make sure it wasn't like completely falling apart. If I had to retrace my steps, go back and try and get another piece. But yeah, man. I mean,
No, I mean, listen, you went down there with one purpose and one purpose
Yeah.
only, and you achieved both of those purposes.
it truly might be possible that I'm the only one who has this. I can't imagine that that's true, but again, based on like the reaction from everyone that I've told this to, they've just cracked up laughing because it is ridiculous. Why would somebody do this? You know what people were saying it's akin to, like when that guy had that jar of sand from the beach where that Tom Brady was sitting on when he retired. You know what I mean? Like
I'm
stuff like
looking.
that. This is my Sydney Sweeney's bathwater right here.
It doesn't look like anybody
has one up for
is
sale.
selling any bits
Because
of-
again, like,
Is this the building?
might be an old picture of it.
Lower East Side? I mean, I can do some more research.
No, I mean, you know.
Did you get duped? Or maybe that's where he lived, not where he grew up. Is that where
no,
he
that's
grew
where
up?
he grew up, yeah.
No, but I'm saying maybe
But
that's
this
where,
building? Yeah, I think that might be where he lived. Because
then he lived in California is what I'm seeing.
well, he moved to California eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a great weekend. A lot of other stuff. I'll
Dude.
tell one more. What are you looking at? Let me tell
This
you
is
one more
bad.
story
Yeah.
before we do the who would win
Yep.
and wrap this episode up. So, there were two guests. Oh, I guess this will be two stories. There were two guests, both comic book guests. Saturday, Jim Steranko. Excuse me.
Jimmy.
Anytime
Jimmy
I
boy.
say his name, I start to get the hiccups.
Yep, that'll happen with Jimmy Boy.
So Jim Steranko, I pre-pulled up his photo here actually. So Jim Steranko was he's a super talented artist, really famous. Came up in the late '60s and '70s. Did some the kind of artwork that you had never really been seen before in the comic medium. Stuff that to use the vernacular of the day was really out there. You know what I mean? And he was the first guy who, again, for lack of a better term, was kind of like the first rock star of comics. At least the kind of guy who was known for having a certain attitude and having the skill to back it up. So that's him right there. And he's 87 years old now. He looks exactly like that.
Is he still throwing darts? Because he's smoking a cig in that one picture.
Probably. He doesn't really do conventions or anything, but so it was crazy to see him there. And there's this story. There's all kinds of stories of him like going to different publishers' offices and being like "fuck you" and stuff. But there's this one really famous story, at least famous to me, where this guy, whose name I can never remember, but if you know comics, the name would be recognizable to you. It's either a publisher or an editor. And so Steranko, he turns in, he was writing and drawing this Nick Fury book at the time. He's kind of the guy who made Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
a household name in comics. He brought in this story, and the first 3 pages of this story is Nick Fury sneaking around, doing spy stuff. There's no dialogue, no captions, no thought balloons. So, but it's these great pages.
Yep.
And so the guy, Steranko brings the pages to this dude, and the dude says, I can't pay you for these 3 pages because you don't have anything written on there. He's like, well, no, because this is telling a story. He's just no dialogue balloons or anything. So Steranko grabs this guy. This is how he tells the story. Grabs this guy and says, I'm going to throw you out this threatens to throw him out the window. So I kind of was like thinking, I don't want to bother this guy or anything, but when I meet him, I kind of want to ask him if that story was true. And the second I shook Jim Steranko's hand, I was like, that story definitely happened. Like, this guy absolutely threatened to throw a dude out the window. So he was really cool. Like I said, 87 years old. Grip like a vice, Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
like nothing you've ever seen. So
It's the good old days, brother.
I was
people
able
don't,
to...
people don't shake it like they used to.
People don't shake it like that anymore. So I was able to buy an original sketch from him of Nick Fury. It's really cool. And so I go to shake his hand to say thank you. And he grabs my hand, right? And holds it in that iron-tight grip.
Mm-hmm.
And he
that
goes...
gorilla grip.
That
someone
gorilla
referred
grip.
to it
And he's dressed exactly like that.
Mhm.
So
Turtleneck?
Turtleneck,
Blazer?
blazer, tinted sunglasses. He locks eyes with me through those tinted lenses. And he goes, if you ever need me, I'll be right here. And I was like, holy shit, you are Jim Steranko. That's awesome. So that was really cool. And obviously he's 87 years old. He doesn't run his own Instagram account. But, they did follow me, and I did make it onto the grid. I did make it into a post.
The grid.
I made the grid for Jim Steranko.
Yeah.
I can tell how excited you are about that, but it is cool. I think
I think that's cool. I do. I think Jim Steranko's cool. I'm a Jim
he's the
Steranko
coolest
fan.
guy.
Now, can I ask a question?
Of course.
Well, that's some Jim Steranko art up there. The purple one? Or no?
Yeah, that's some later stuff it looks like. Or
So
maybe
he got into drawing boobs.
Oh,
'Cause
dude,
again-
this is the guy. Maybe I didn't tell you this, but I think
He drew the first ever set of
He drew the
boobs.
first ever boobs in comics was Jim Steranko. But this was the guy who he would draw women. I think I told you this last week. He would draw women in bikinis, and then the Comics Code Authority would go and erase the cleavage lines in his artwork. So this is some of his stuff.
That would
So pretty
never
cool.
happen on Adam Hughes' watch.
I mean, there would be no cover if you did that. This is a very famous cover right here, X-Men 50. That's really cool. Yeah, so a lot of stuff. And then also, I am happy to say I name dropped you to Jim Lee.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yep.
Jim Lee's the boy.
I got a book signed by him. It's the same book that you got me for Christmas, but an ungraded one because I didn't want to crack the
Yep.
slab of yours.
mhm.
I guess I could have. I didn't think, but I gave him that, and I was like, "You're the only comic book artist that my brother knows." And he was like, or somebody on his team was like, "At least he knows one of the best." And then Steranko was like, "Oh,
You mean Jim Lee?
yeah, Jim Lee was like, "Oh, I'm glad he got you this book or whatever. I'll give him a kickback." But just very nice guy, and it was really two like huge dude. The line for Jim Lee, they had to do like what they do for the Disney rides, like a queue, like a crazy queue, and
Yeah.
it was nuts. Like there were so many more people there on Sunday, and there were people there. Like I was talking to this guy, I was waiting in line, and the guy behind me came from Philadelphia. He was in Philadelphia the day before just to see Jim Lee that
West
day.
Philadelphia, born
Yeah,
and
he was
raised.
born and raised in West Philadelphia.
What? Philadelphia's not that far.
No, but still, he made the trek just for that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do the who would win because I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Okay. The who would win of the week. I shouldn't have closed the laptop because we should look up some photos. The who would win of the week this week is Freezy Pops versus Push Pops. It's a pop battle. It's about to pop off.
It's about to pop off.
I'll pull these up. You go
And
ahead.
so here's the thing. And we're not going to discuss it on the air because we already discussed it.
We might discuss it a little bit, but we.
But I
shouldn't 'cause
referenced
it's-
this earlier. The thought process behind what I was saying, because while we were figuring out this matchup, one of the contenders, one of the honorable mentions, as we say, was a Rocket Pop.
versus a Push Pop versus a
Freezy
Freezy Pop.
And what I said was, I think and again, let's talk, we'll talk about wording and phrasing and whatnot. I said, I think a push up, they're called push ups? Pop. Dude, what's happening?
Yeah, they are called push ups. Flintstone push up.
Why did we call them push pops our whole life?
Well, there's that candy that's called a push pop,
Yeah.
so we might have just been confused.
All right, push ups.
Yeah, push ups.
All right, so back to where I was going with this. I said that I think the consistency of a Freezy Pop is closer to that of a push pop than a rocket pop. And you were like, a push pop sherbet, dude, a push pop sherbet. I understand a push pop is sherbet. I'm not talking about what it is. I'm not talking about sherbet versus icy versus pop. So it's not what I'm getting into. I'm saying that directly out of the freezer, push pop is very, very hard. But it quickly becomes a little bit more malleable. There's some squish to it, you know? That's the consistency of a push pop. Being a sherbet, which I am not disagreeing with, is that it's a little bit malleable. It still holds its shape when you put a push up. It still holds its shape when you push it up, but you could like squeeze it a little bit. If you were to squeeze a rocket pop, it would either not squeeze or it would like break and crumble.
Well, don't you think that? And again, this is not the battle. This is not the discussion. But
I know, but
don't you think that the Freezy Pop's ability to do that, as you claim, has to do with the delivery system, the container that it's in, that wrapper?
maybe.
Okay.
But that doesn't matter. It still means the consistency of it, the malleability of it, the is still more similar to that of a push-up than a rocket pop.
Okay. I know that this I know we're moving on from this. I just want to say on the record that I do disagree with you. And I guess that's all I have to say. The people.
But think about what I'm saying when it comes to
I totally hear you.
Take the push-up out of it. You have a rocket pop in your hand out of the wrapper.
Yeah.
And then you have a push pop in your hand. A push pop, or not a push pop, a freezy pop.
Yeah.
In the plastic sleeve.
Okay.
Let's say they were out of the freezer for, 4 minutes, and a child was getting ready to eat them both. A freezy pop, if you were to squeeze it, is almost going to act
while it's in
like,
the wrapper.
Yes, is almost going to act like one of those like old
I hear you.
like
the
rubber things.
Toy things.
A rocket pop in the wrapper or out of a wrapper, because I guess we can keep it in the wrapper. But if you squeeze it, is going to be hard until it gets to the point where you're just going to like break and crumble it. Because again, I made the comparison that a freezy pop is more like a slushy, and you were like, well, if you were to mash up a rocket pop, it would be more like a slushy too.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I think it would be more like, if you mash up a rocket pop, it would be more like shaved, like lemon ice.
I hear you.
That's not what a freezy pop is.
No.
So again, my comparison is, this was the chart I made earlier. This was the graph I made. Rocket pop, freezy pop, push-up, popsicle. A push-up popsicle and a freezy pop are closer in similarity than a rocket pop and a freezy pop.
Okay,
You disagree with me.
I do disagree with you. I just think a freezy pop and a rocket pop, those are both like basically ice, where they're ice. They're ice. They're frozen water. They're both
different
popsicles in the classical sense.
No.
They're both frozen
but
flavored
they're different
water.
They're different kinds of
but
ice.
They're
because
but they're way more similar.
But it has. That's what I'm
way
trying to get out of your head. Is it
more
has
similar than any
nothing
of
to
these
do with the sherbet portion of it. You're hung up on the fact that a push-up is sherbet.
Well,
it has nothing
only
to do
because
with it being sherbet.
Well, I gotta disagree on that as well, man.
Because I'm not talking about what it's made of or what it tastes like.
No, neither am I.
But you're letting that cloud your judgment.
We're just experiencing the same thing differently.
No,
it's just Matthew,
I cannot agree to.
You
agree
don't
with
have
that.
to. You don't have to. But that's what's happening. A popsicle.
Can I ask you a question?
Popsicles. I just want to try and get this out real quick, and then absolutely, I would love the question.
But a freezy pop is not a traditional popsicle.
Word, heard. But a freezy pop is water that is frozen. A rocket pop is water that is frozen. A push pop is sherbet that is frozen. And that's a difference. And that's why that's the difference. That's why a rocket pop and a freezy pop are more similar. They are. I wish we had the examples here. We don't have the technology, the availability to get that done today. But maybe sometime we will have to do this, because I don't want to tell you this. But you're wrong. Fuck. I hate to say it, dude, but you just are. You're just wrong. And I hope that look, I wish I was wrong. I would love to be wrong. But, oh, Jesus Christ. He found something online. That corroborates his fucking way of being. He's in his he's in his bubble. Go ahead. This is a full-length fucking episode now, by the way. It was supposed to be 30 minutes. It was supposed to be back-to-back
within
shorties.
Rocket Pops, a blend of plant-based gums is used to give the ice a smooth texture and help it melt more slowly. It's not just water and ice, buddy. And that's why a Freezy Pop, being water and ice with some high fructose corn syrup, maybe a little fruit juice, is more closely related to a fucking push-up than it is a Rocket Pop.
Listen.
That is factual. I just the fuck out of you. Andy, you cannot deny the facts.
If anything,
That would make... no,
no.
it doesn't.
If anything, a Rocket Pop is closer to both of these things than they are to each other.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
And then we'll get into the battle.
Okay.
Do you have Freezy Pops, Rocket Pops, or Push-Ups in your freezer right now?
I do.
Which one?
I have Rocket Pops.
Why?
None of your business. I'm
Okay.
not
Well,
saying.
this is perfect because we're actually not talking about Rocket Pops right now. We're talking about Freezy Pops and Push-Ups.
Yeah.
So you don't have any Push-Ups or Freezy Pops in your freezer right now?
No, I don't.
Okay. Just curious.
Good No,
I happen to have Freezy Pops in my freezer right now, so I feel like
I've
that makes me a little bit more of the expert in this exact situation. You can speak to Rocket Pops as much as you want, but I'm gonna ask you a favor as the expert on the situation to keep the words Freezy Pop out of your fucking mouth. How about that? As the expert, I'm politely asking you. When's the last time you consumed a Freezy Pop? I know when the last time you consumed a Push Pop was, or Push Up, because we had them here.
And I've had them since then. But yeah, I've had a Push Pop relatively recently. And a Freezy Pop, I love them. I wish it'd been less time, but yeah, it's been a minute since I've had the Freezy Pop. Overall, I would say this is my least favorite 52 minutes of my life since I was a wee lad. I've just, for me, it's that push up. It's that push up. We're just experiencing time differently, brother.
Okay.
I don't even know where to start.
I
with
do.
This fight.
I do.
Okay,
I do.
please take this.
Because here's the biggest difference between the two,
Yeah.
and this counts because it is important. A push pop.
Push up.
A push up.
We got to
Sorry.
remember the right name. No, I keep
A
calling
push
it.
up popsicle, sherbet pop. A push up sherbet popsicle comes in almost like what I would consider like a fast food cup.
It's cardboard. It's
like
cardboard.
a mighty, yes, that is resistant until it's not. And once you start eating it, especially once it starts melting, like the sides of that little cup start to quickly deteriorate.
It gets soggy.
It gets
very
really
soggy and really gross.
Freezy Pop, all plastic, baby. Microplastics in your veins all day long, okay? The difference in this fight has nothing to do truly with the actual consistency of the popsicle or the sherbet, like some dumbass over here in purple
I disagree with
that. It has entirely to do with the packaging, because most people think, oh, Push Pop has a stick. That's a deadly weapon. Not against the plastic of the Freezy Pop, because the plastic of a Freezy Pop is damn near indestructible. We all know that. I mean, you could go through 3, 4, 5, maybe even 7 pairs of scissors through a summer just trying to open Freezy Pops.
No, I agree. Freezy Pop has the built-in armor with that wrapper. If you take it out of that wrapper and smash it, I think you could smash those pieces to smithereens, but the fact is it's in the container, and this is about survivability. This is about who's going to outlast the other. And Freezy Pop, while I'm in the middle of a sentence, because of Freezy Pop, while I'm in the middle of a sentence, you want to? Because of
Can I ask a question when you're done?
No, just go.
No.
Just ask it.
I'm not
I don't even know where the fuck I was going. Who gives a shit?
I'm not going to say a word until you finish.
Because of Freezy Pop.
Dude, we're not doing a second episode.
Man,
we can't.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Dude, we're not doing it.
We have to. We can do it.
No, we can't.
Let me take a pee break. And
we're not doing it.
Fastest episode. We have to. A Freezy Pop.
We're not doing a second episode. Pop, we'll cut something up. You'll get something.
Pop, no, please don't make me do that. That's gonna suck so bad. A Freezy Pop.
Well, Mister, I clicked the buttons. Now doesn't want to fucking.
I don't want to. I clicked the buttons
job.
out of necessity. I don't want to click the buttons. I hate buttons. Freezy Pop is like it lives inside of its mold. You know what I mean? And Sherbert is not the push up is never going to be able to maintain its shape.
Well, this was going to be my question is, let's say these two are fighting, because you'd have to assume if they're running into each other, it's a nice warm summer day.
Mm-hmm.
All a Freezy Pop has to do is stand by and wait, because a Push Pop's shell, its container, will not hold it if it unfreezes.
And part of a Freezy Pop, Freezy Pop,
you don't even have to freeze them.
It lives on in its own juices.
When you buy a Freezy Pop at the store,
you can just drink
lukewarm.
I still like it cold.
No, I know, but I'm saying like they're not even frozen.
I wouldn't say
you buy the big bag, and they're just like liquid.
That's part of the Freezy Pop is its liquid state. Yeah.
So to me, I mean, again, it's the packaging, it's the durability, it's the ability to last in the elements. Like again, if you're the Freezy Pop, not that this is how you want the fight to go, but you just got to keep your distance. You got to stay at an arm's length from the push-up, and you just got to wait it out.
And clearly the Freezy Pop is leaner. It has the ability to do that. Boom. No problem.
I'm taking Freezy Pop.
I'm taking Freezy Pop, too. I love Freezy Pop.
Vote on that on Instagram on Friday. Who would win of the week? Freezy Pop versus Push Up, the Sherbert Popsicle. Think Flintstones, folks.
Think Flintstones. Hey, think Flintstones.
Andy, I love you.
I love you, too. Let's get out of here. Thanks, folks.